Ok, xong rồi đây là mình sẽ tiếp tục với cốt truyện cái event này, và có vẻ như là đây sẽ là phần cuối. Ừ. Ok, giờ 8 cho đến 2 giờ sáng. Đấy, ok.
Really? You do that? No, really. It's all right. We want to do everything we can for the...
Yes, and to be completely fair,
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss something?
Hello, you two. Lessig was...
perhaps you should allow... I'm afraid it was I who caused all...
Yes. It was luck.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. It reminded me of... I was curious if it could rotate, so I reached out and touched it. Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain. What I mean to say...
It's not just your fault. I failed in my... Oh! You mean the big ball of water at the entrance? Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, but we were concerned you wouldn't be able to handle it all alone.
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Kale.
Oh! Sure. I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Though I do remember... right.
No.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in...
Yes, I'll do...
What was that?
No, I mean... Thanks, everyone, for giving me a chance to redeem...
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts of the domain are still in disrepair, so we have a lot... Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after finding others to help do the work. Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be... I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible. And there she goes. Maybe this is how it...
Ok, tiếp tục nào. Ok, what the... khu vực mới và holy fucking shit. Together. Ok, cái chữ mở rồi.
Now. We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? A director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idia is responsible for managing the whole realm. Wow! Sounds like Miss Idia must be way busier! You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idia? Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking... The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making props or writing script. But I'm trying to remember... Huh? Hey, don't forget! I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has... and having a view of the... So if I were him, I'd But how do you know which direction... Simple. The overall layout and deck... Oh, good point!
Đi theo đây. Trên đấy. Cửa này chắc. Được.
Okay. Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? Who's that?
Yes, Sosimos! 'Tis I!
This is a surprise.
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little...
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an educated guess.
It seems everyone shares a similar...
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. But I...
Mascot? Is that a new role?
Okay, enough about me. I'm just... And that's why we came to see you.
I do. I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stage mechanisms.
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh? No, till we fix the stage, sure. I'd have thought he wants us to make some more props, no? Given that some of the standees are missing.
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. I'll wager that he wants us to edit them.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person do you take me for? Although I was hoping that... you're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill.
Asha, I want to help. Can we?
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock in my script and was just thinking about how to move the story forward. And then you all showed up. Suddenly, I got my muse back. I don't know how...
Huh? You mean that story you've been stuck on forever?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Idia.
Whoa! And he's off to write the script! Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Apparently, he got the idea from some rumors. Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what I can...
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story, the heroine, was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed... Well...
Director Zosimos?
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay for a while. This...
Oh, wait!
It's okay, Klee.
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you.
You're too kind. It's all in the script, really.
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely have it. If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working.
What can I say?
Great. Fantastic. Now then, please go through your scripts one more time. But don't just read the words. If you need me for anything, I'll be in the big theater, right?
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
What can I play? Good. Oh, this. Không được. Ok, quay được. Fuck, cái nào đây? Đó ở trên mà con nói nào để lên đi. Ra để mở luôn cái tay này cầm kia phải chụp vật như thế này. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, please, come here. Feast your eyes on this stage.
So, directors have to design the stage?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more holistic...
Sounds like a lot of work.
Idea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience. Though she often well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I'm very grateful to her.
So, what
Like I said, from a young age, every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills. So I ended up spending most... Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but...
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing... By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master...
The one you only just finished writing? You lost it?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. If it's not here, then it might be in the attic. These are the only two places, but... I still have some...
No problem.
Ai chết tới.
Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, it sounds like a what? Wow, this is a lot of script. Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the director. Most of them look like... then it should be the one that's finished. This is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters.
You don't sound very confident.
It's true. I realize now that a show, even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Okay. The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, now of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. But Idea said that if this is what I really want...
So that's what you meant earlier.
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing...
Yes. I know that I'm no master, even if it really is a half-baked...
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech.
Thank you. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
A bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. Ugh, what a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty who was passing by helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage, with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me! Oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy! But better still, a sojourner's home!
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then, the bottle seemed to softly inquire.
Yes, mình ơi. Đúng.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
Oh, finally, xong cái hay rồi ơi.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well. Mr. Honorary Knight, didn't I do great? I felt like I really... Wow, great costume, Klee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat!
Klee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos!
Spam F for respect rồi.
Wait, no, I mean,
Mr. Director? Huh. No one's ever called me that before. Thank you.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me. But you...
Yeah, that's amazing! And it sounds like Adia... It was nothing, really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball?
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more...
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for a second. She gets embarrassed so easily.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any...
Uh-oh, time to get serious.
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I?
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran... The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was...
Miss Adia?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. You think so?
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism. Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one of...
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of...
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great attitude.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're...
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a...
That's perfectly fine. We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. The shadows would fast forward to now, and in many ways, of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note, I want...
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this. Your...
It's the bottle from the show!
That's right. Can you guess the secret? Bingo!
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on.
This outfit's more fat.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do a little...
A dream come true.
Yes. She said that as useless as she... Her words, not mine. I'd have to disagree, though. I have never thought of...
How is this... If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Wow, bây giờ mới là cái review kỹ trang phục.
Cool!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's...
Don't be silly. If I know art director, nothing will make...
Well...
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there.
Oh, it... Oh!
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final component, can I keep wearing my...
Please do, by all means. Both of you.
Yay! I agree with...
Sure.
Bye-bye, Mr.
Take care, my dear friend.
Why the hell would đấy? À đúng rồi, cái mất thì nó là cái quả cầu gì đó. Đấy.
Idea had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end.
How is Lissig? We finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of it. Oh,
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly.
If you say so.
isn't this where we first met Waterdrop?
Correct! The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector.
Whoa, so everything we've seen. So to fix it, same process as usual.
Exactly!
It's hard to forget after doing it so many.
Let's get going!
Yay! Settle.
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
Hả? Xem nào.
The right shape. But we've.
Middle. Middle.
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough.
Cái này đúng nhỉ?
Sometimes you have no standards whatsoever.
Hợp lý hơn này. Hay sao? Nope. Ok, bây giờ mới được cả hai chưa?
We did it! But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored. That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time.
Really? I thought that with your special...
What?
Huh? All of us are dying to see it. Not just I want to see Adia using her. What are you guys talking about? And how is Clean on this? But
They're referring to...
as I've said all along, there's much more to Adia than she gives herself credit for. Did you notice right away, General? I only found.
So our general was the first to notice.
I'd say the same about you.
What the? All of you? It's just for people who stumble upon this place.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it? Well, for one thing, I sensed then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook. And suddenly, I had a...
You hit the nail on that. All right. In that case,
À,
I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name.
Wow.
Now that I'm in.
You look stunning. You should be...
Come on.
Wait. So does this mean that all the people we...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here. So I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
The power to grant wishes. But
Exactly.
It's a truly
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it was after the components landed where they did, that their owners and the things associated with... So now that the components have been retrieved, does that mean that...
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. As long as, however much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles.
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart, and me neither. I'll always remember...
Very good. But
This one's all yours, Adia.
Huh? Huh? That's strange. Oh, crumbs. Not now.
okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the domain's...
Ah, the Shinro casket. Here!
Wow! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's... It was once a ritual vessel, used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can... Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yash... The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time... Huh?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything.
Oh! I get it now. The shell...
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why...
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left us...
Wow!
It is.
But...
It's simple. We just, for example, and my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic idea.
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valurian Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish for. Not just in this dome, even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream. And I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Despite all that somehow...
Let's see.
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're back.
Everyone's praise and curious questions went to...
Please don't say that.
Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes. I have friends like that too. Other people's, if you ask me.
That's... Please, no more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. Someone like me doesn't deserve so many people.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now.
What's the matter, Klee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wish. Is there a way to get up on top of...
There is a way, but there's only space for a very...
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Mr. Honorary Knight.
Are we sure about what happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but
Don't worry, I'll be there to make sure no one falls...
Oh, how do... Oh, okay. Chắc là có cái trên đây.
Wow! So high! I can see everything! Idea, next time you need to bring Kaya and the others up here.
Sure thing.
Nghe tiếng. Rồi. Quá đó luôn rồi.
Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like they're always overjoyed when they first arrive, but once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset.
Do you ever get sad, Idea?
I feel lonely at times. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving. But some don't. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here. As if this was their pets. Yeah. I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but it feels like I just think that every dream, whether someone is still working towards their dream, as long as whenever they think back to that spark of
Well, I feel super.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname!
How dare you mock me? I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side. But I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again. This place...
Yep! I want to get for one last ride!
Đó, có vẻ quét xong rồi đó. Và từ từ đã phải lại vòng lên trên để lấy cái này má con. Attraction nằm cái... Vẫn không hiểu sao đi đâu ra cái con dây la. Được, nhanh lên. Yes, we can do something. It's okay. Oh wait, hold on to there. À đây này. Quên con số trời. Đây, 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 đây.
What you got?
All hail!
Let me weave you a
Illusion shattered!
As one with wind and cloud.
There is no escape. No, my sword.
Into the wind. The clouds high. The birds.
Born of icy frost, blaze over!
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
No touching! This is long overdue!
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
Let me weave you a verse.
Illusion shattered.
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Access denied!
Into the wind. A reward on the road.
No, phải di chuyển gì nữa. Hola, I'm new here. Oh, welcome. Welcome to my stream.
Is this an answer from this world?
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Go, go, Barret!
Illusion shattered!
Yeah.
Biết đây ở đâu rồi?
Life goes on.
Windblade! Is this an answer from this world?
Thôi hôm nay stream thế thôi. Có chuyện thì xong hết rồi. Toàn bộ các dịch vụ đây thì về các bạn thì chưa làm xong hết rồi. Bây giờ còn chỉ việc đi khám phá thôi và Cảm ơn mọi người đã đến xem.